Hello, hello. Passionaire, good to see you on Thursday night. What a wonderful summer. Today, we are talking about tips. We are going to show you healthy home life tips, especially post COVID-19. Now, for some of you, this is probably still an ongoing process. Some of you in certain state, you kind of already forget about this. But hey, from our Passionaire community, we have collected hundreds of people's data, not collect, just work with them one-on-one and look at their passion data. We find something that these are the top 7 passions or your inner motivation, whatever you want to call it, we call it passions that really hugely impact by COVID. So not biologically, it's actually mentally, physically, spiritually, you name it. It's like really the top seven passion that will rank from top number 1 to top number 7. Now, a lot of data coming from college age students, and high schoolers. So this is really a field data. It may not be statistically meaningful, but at least from passionate community, we found this very meaningful, very significant. And I want you to know a little bit, if you are Gen Z, which is right now is 17 years, 22, 23, college and all the way down to middle schooler, we are welcoming a wave of Gen Z people coming to the workplace and college campus. They are very different from the millennial, which we know. And really, so this would be something if you are working with Gen Z or you have a Gen Z at home, like I do. My son's name is Zachary, so he's double Gen Z, and start with the name Z. So, or you are a Gen Z yourself, you're welcome. So this is something for you. I hope you will meet them, you will see them, and they are probably the most impacted by COVID that we never know, because that's the age where they are finding their identity. They are trying to connect with society. They need interaction, feedback almost on daily basis. It's never good to isolate them, but they do have to go through this. So these are the top seven passions we know got either boost up, not normally, this is really not a normal time, so, or got squeezed, we call it, like never get a chance to express themselves, or pushed down, that they never have a chance to be able to exercise those passions. So if you are parents and educators, this is for you, and we'll give you a couple of tips. And today's we have a college age Gen Z coming in. I think wonderful passionaire. So I'm going to give you this top 7 passion that we found from our field data that's most impacted by COVID. And I want to give you the data so we give you a little bit from this passion point of view. How can we, or how would we live with them, work with them? Some of you say, put up with them. No. This is a different time. This is the time we understand them from what impacted, not from outside, not from, something you see performance-wise. Oh, you play too much video game. Oh, you shut the door on me. Why don't you go out, hang out with your friend? Why don't you find a summer job? All that got to stop, folks, okay? This is something that get impacted inside. Are you ready? The first one, the first one, number 1, which is really, really huge, is our famous one and only one, tranquility. And generally speaking, young people's tranquility get up a lot, all right? Now, I'm going to welcome the tranquility out here. Hopefully found, not here. Where are you, tranquility? I'll find you. So tranquility is high. Ta-da! And basically that means their stress level is high. Now, hear me out. It's not just from the virus, or it we call the Z-shape pressure. So listen to this. Gen Z is a generation really, really performance driven. That's one side of the U-shape. So that means they know a lot of success story from Instagram, from social media, So even they don't get out of the house, they know how successful people could be, even their own age, YouTuber, gamer and all that. But on the other hand, they face tremendous pressure from parents and society. So they are caught between these two, so we call it U-shaped stuff. So according to a national study from Barna Group, who done this survey throughout pandemic or COVID-19 the past 2 years, about 88% of Gen Z, they said they encountered trauma in the past year, trauma. So they know the word trauma. So they are traumatized. So, and so this is really one that really go up, usually dominating their passion set. Like they would talk tough, they would try to search online, apply for college, do this, do that. But when they face a little bit extra pressure, could be just they didn't have a on certain thing, or maybe some kind of people stare at them, which is not intentional, they just pull back. They just like totally just withdraw. So this tranquility will keep people frozen, not moving forward. So this happened post-pandemic when we work with Gen Z. That's huge. So basically, it's a tough one. It's a one that really show up on the average 30-40% higher. That means less tolerance on stress. Okay, and a lot more undecisiveness coming up. So when you find that around Gen Z, don't get frustrated. This is really there. Now, couple tips for you, but fact check. Well, now we have to fact check. Okay, so but now the fact check, is actually to look at news on both sides of the aisle, no matter it's politically, it's faith-based. You have to look at both sides of things and start to be able to let them check on both sides. They will find a way out. They have the way to search for the right stuff, all right? Number two, sharing vulnerability. It would be good to share our own stress, our own vulnerability, so it's ability to be vulnerable. This is the best time I find family parents or school educators start to come out and say, hey, we are as vulnerable as you are, how you feel. This is my story. They help them. Number three, seeing tag team parenting. If you are parents out there, some of you maybe work better for high stress teenagers than your spouse. So let that spouse take on that job. Some of us have to shut up, like high power parent. Like you talk them down, you just getting squeezed to that U-shaped button that will not come out, because one side is they know what success means for today. They know. People say you got equipped. They are the first digital generation. So they born in a digital generation. But if we found that the society and parent keep pressing on them, they got button there. I have seen so many, we call it button passion profile through pandemic. They just get squeezed, all right? And number four, cut yourself some slack, please, okay? And I'm not saying to just lay back. I'm saying like find certain area where you could let go a little bit. And so you have a room to breathe. And final one, call for help. I know it's a tough one. You are in the high tranquility mode. How would you call out to somebody? I need help. I understand. But if there's a chance, call out for help, even just reach out a little bit. All right, that's the first one. Tranquility. I may not go through all of them, but I will give you something. Now, the second one, that's really not surprise. Well, surprise to me a little bit is our one and only acceptance. Oh, acceptance. Now, it's very interesting, especially for high acceptance teenagers. This is a tough year for them. You know what? Because high acceptance people usually in school, even they don't look out for acceptance, but even just a greeting in the whole way, some familiar faces every day, that will get enough of their sensitivity. Kind of like, yeah, somebody kind of greet me. Okay, so and honestly speaking, isolation, Zoom doesn't help. They zoom out. So sensitivity is something like they almost need a daily small dose of encouragement. Just run into somebody in the hallway, even the fist bump or something. If they don't have it for a long time, over 6-8 months like that, their acceptance goal just go sky high. That means they not satisfied. It's like, wow. So they will play more games. They will be addicted to some kind of online society. They don't even know them. So this is definitely something that come up. The second impacted a lot. It's tough to really get any advice. Like, really, is this really hard? So high acceptance Gen Z out there. Oh, I kind of know where you're going through. All right. It's just a little bit tougher than people who are less sensitive to you. So you cannot even express what that means. So I really have no good advice for you. Beyond assuming, it's so lame to put that bully up there. I know, but and if you are the parent and school educator, we do this on the passionate community. Practice no pressure zone. That means no pressure. Seriously, we do nothing together. So we could do nothing hour, do nothing afternoon, like just chill. Okay. Now you say it's lazy. No, it's actually a place for acceptance, high acceptance people to be able to look around and say, oh, are you sure? There's no pressure. My antenna about people's approval don't have to be up there. That will help them to relax and start to really be unassuming, because high acceptance people assume too much. They hear a lot of inner talk themselves, and they talk to themselves. So this is really tough part. I want you to know that's the second part. Really get up there. All right. Number 3. Anybody want to have a little bit of guess of that? You can type in your YouTube. Let me slow down a little bit. What will be the number 3? The top 3 will be good enough. What will be the top number 3 that really get impacted by COVID? Anybody want to take a guess? Passionate out there? Let me look at your chat window. Let me look at the chat window. Nobody type nothing. Let me see. All right, online, anybody? Like number 3. I know this 2 kind of usual suspect. What is number 3? Should be an easy one. All right, so let me just reveal that to you. Ready? Okay. You shouldn't be shocked. It's social. Okay. So high social people suffer most from this. Hey, virtual reality is great. I'm a big fan of virtual reality. We design virtual reality game, and we host virtual reality summer camp and all that. But hey, you have to see a person. You have to be in person, folks. No, I'm serious. That's nothing can replace that. That's nothing. In the prison, the worst kind of punishment is what? You know what that is? You just isolate one person's cell. And so I feel this is another one that really, really, So if you can be virtually connected, and at the same time, the screen time just shoot sky high. Just because of this, they are online, but they don't feel satisfied. So this one really tough one. So I really encourage Gen Z, if you're out there, pick that a little bit. You don't need a lot of friends, just need 1 or 2. So really, this one really on your shoulder to go out and reach out to people. And the number 4 is exercise. Well, shouldn't be a surprise. I want to get the exercise coach out. I need to lose another 5 pounds. Anybody with me there? Let me get the exercise out. I can't wait for the exercise coach K. Where is exercise coach K? Where are you? Come on, come on. Here. Oh, here. All right, that's an exercise coach K. All right, so and the number 4 that get impacted is exercise. So a lot of youth just stop or kind of give up on that. And that's usually one way for them to really have an outlet on a weekly or daily basis to really be who they are, the team they play with, interdependence, creativity, to be just expedient. So this is really a tough one. So I really want you to know, schedule time for exercise, walk more, bike more, family game time. I know it's tough, but play some family game, weekend or something. Let's just get this one up. And you will be surprised. This is actually both of the teenagers and Gen Z. The number 5 is food. And a lot of Gen Z, which either binge eating or stop eating. So either way, it's a go extreme on this too. So I want you to know it's part of that result, and I want you to know it's not a surprise. So don't just, really something we have to learn about it. And number 6, if you want to know idealism, they're even shooting way high or way down. They just like don't want to do it. And so actually they get boosted up by the media, what should be done, what could be said, couldn't be said. So this one boosts up a lot of regional and really area. A lot of like people just like have an overshoot idealism, which is not healthy. So I would say watch a documentary, open mic on opinionism, just kind of talk about stuff. They have a lot of idea about what should be done, but Gen Z is so powerless. They don't feel nobody taking into account their voices. All right. So I want you to know that help them to speak up is very helpful. And number 7 is their power. That means they don't feel they are in control of anything. They feel a little thing called virus control everything. They feel media control everything. They feel anybody else control everything, but not them. All right. So I want you to know this is really what going on. It's number 8, but I won't go there. Number 7 would be good enough. So I want you to think about all 7, like which one impacted the Gen Z around you. When I say Gen Z, because this field study coming mostly from the youth and college people that we coach. So this is not just data. Their data with one-on-one, coaching. So this is field data, coaching data, experiential data with hundreds of people. So out there, if you are Gen Z, I want to encourage you. I don't want to call you Gen Z. You are pretty cool. You are one of a kind. You are the first true digital generation that's ever born. So millennial, they are pretenders. They are halfway through. All right. So, but you guys are real digital. So, but and on the other side of the coin is you start to find out digital world is not enough. Through pandemic, just not enough. You have to be real. You have to be like touching, feeling, and knocking on somebody's cup. I don't know. I mean, just touch somebody's hair, and you got to be out there. So, all right. So hopefully this one give you a little bit a glimpse into from COVID. We have been coaching hundreds of people out there, so hopefully that will help you. So let me get myself back to normal. Just a second. And today, I'm so thrilled we have a Gen Z here. I believe so. And as usual, I've heard data in my hand. I've started yesterday, and I see tranquility up there. But I think she's hanging in there. I would like to invite her. So Angel, right?
Yeah.
Angel, hey.
Hello.
All right, so I'm going to get you in and spotlight you in a minute. Turn on your mic. Are you ready to come in, Angel? Ready?
Yes, I'm
All
ready.
right. Hey, Angel, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey, did we meet somewhere?
I don't think so. I think it's the first time.
Oh, I love your background. Your beauty must be high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that right away.
Yep.
Look at that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I know. Of course, you are beautiful, but the background. Oh, yeah. What is that? This ivy? What?
Yeah, it's like fake ivy, and it has
Fake ivy.
Yeah.
I like it. Fake ivy. Hey, fake ivy. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. I grew up in Shanghai, and I came to the US when I was 15 for high school. So I was like the 小留学生. I remember you were talking about in the earlier session.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was a part of that, and I went to school in upstate New York for college. So I just graduated this May, and now I'm in Orlando, Florida. I got a job there, and I started about a month ago.
Wow, this is definitely first Gen Z step into the workplace.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Angel. That's right on you. Hey, no, I see your passion profile is done in 2021, right through the almost that COVID timing, right? So
Yeah.
things might change, but this is where I have your data. So right throughout. So were you a student when you took the test assessment?
Yeah, I was a junior in college. Yeah.
RPI, right? Is RPI?
RIT.
RIT. So
Mhm.
it's Rochester Institute of Technology.
Yep. Yep.
Man, you are able to go through Rochester for 4 years. God bless your soul. It's a very wonderful city in the summer. Rochester people, don't hate me, please. But oh, the winter is tough. All right, okay,
Yeah, winter is pretty rough.
pretty rough, right? So yeah, so you are in Florida. What a change for you!
Yeah.
Congratulations for the new
Thank
job.
you.
How long you been on the new job?
It's like about a month.
A
A month
month
in.
in
Yeah, I started
Florida.
probably, yeah.
Wow, wonderful, Angel. I'm so thrilled for the move. Yeah. So, what do you have in mind that we want to talk about today?
Um, yeah, I mean, we just talk about tranquility. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about, I think the reason why I want to move from New York to Florida, I think a part of it is definitely because I want to break that. I feel like tranquility is holding me back to just kind of do a lot of things I want to do. I think I grew up where my parents definitely had very strong tranquility.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Explain that to me, please.
oh,
It's
okay.
very interesting. People from
Okay.
China, especially
Yeah.
mainland China,
Hmm.
the older generation, my age and my parent generation are high tranquility statistically because of the cultural background, because of the history, because of the war, because of a lot of situations. So,
Yep.
right, they are high tranquility. Describe a little bit like what when parents are high tranquility. What do they do? What do they say?
Yeah. I guess I mean, I grew up in a very financially stable household, but it's funny how my dad always concerns about money. Like he's always, I mean, he's really financially stable, but he always wanted to talk about money, try to save money like in different places. Like, and he just always still like worried about different things, like, China, like politics and just like just all kind of stuff. Yeah.
so
So that kind
so
of,
yeah, even though he's financially secure,
right. Yeah.
but his mind
Yeah.
he is high tranquility mode. Like I need to go to somewhere. I need to, so I understand. Okay. So he talked about, how about your mom?
My mom, I don't remember much my mom when I was younger, but I remember more when I was in like the US because I was away from my parents. And that's when I noticed my mom's tranquility starts to go like up. Like she just always concerns about me, like, being alone here in the States and like she won't let me travel that much. Even with when I'm home in China, she's like, don't go anywhere besides the city. Like if everywhere's dangerous.
Everywhere
Um,
is dangerous to her. Like, don't go
yeah,
there. That's terrible. I heard about this news. Okay, I hear you.
yeah.
All right. So, well, yeah, I understand where that's coming from. So your tranquility is pretty high too.
Yeah.
Is as a result or what?
I think it's a result of my parents and also like COVID is definitely a big part of it.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
me about it because your profile when you did this PQ,
Hmm.
everything else, every other wonderful motivational drive in you cannot be the number under tranquility. Tranquility is like dominating
Yeah.
everything else.
Yep.
Like, yeah, so that's a tough life.
Yeah.
Tell me about it because it's like, I mean, give me a little bit what you've been through because I know the job will help, but you still have to set up your mind how to take this job, not just to escape, but there's more. I want other passion today to overcome tranquility. So give you a
Hmm.
sense of, oh, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, And so that's more important than, hey, I have to deal with tranquility so I get out of this environment. Now, you can get out of Rochester, but hey, if a tranquility is still high, you can never get out of your tranquility inside. Like your dad,
Yeah.
for example, like I hope he doesn't understand English so we can kind of talk about him, but that's okay. Parent, we really appreciate you, respect you, but sometimes we just don't know how much our own personality and tranquility or our PQ kind of get almost push on generations. All right. So maybe your dad pick up that from his dad, so I have no idea generational stuff coming. So yes, tell me about when you are, your tranquility is dominating. There's no doubt about this. The next one is like 30-40% down. It's like this one just push everything down in the middle. And it's hard to make decision or make a move. So tell me about it. And then I'll help you today. Hopefully find a little bit what you could do to restore that. So today the key word is like, let's turn things around. Like tranquility, bye. I don't think you are naturally high tranquility. No, I don't think so, Angel. No, there's no way. I look at you, I look at your face, I look at your background. You are definitely creative. You want to get out of the box. I can see that from the PQ, you are entrepreneur. You want to go to challenge the boundary. You want to travel, all that. But tranquility is dominating. Tell me about how during pandemic, what have you been through? Talk about it will help. Go ahead.
During the pandemic, so when I came to the States, I also lived with a family, like the host family, and the mom, like she also has tranquility. She's worse, I think, than my parents. And so
triple tranquility on your head.
Yeah,
okay, I
triple,
got you.
Yeah, exactly. So during the pandemic is when I moved out of their house after I graduated from high school and I went to college. And during COVID, I kind of moved back, just a place for me to stay, which is super, I'm really grateful for them letting me stay with them for that summer, like beginning of COVID. But that's when I think I already was so want to find a place that's safe and also live with her. Also she's so stressed about just life in general, her dogs, like her husband, her job, and her financial stuff. That adds more, I think, on my intensity as well. And so I think that's how I started all of a sudden, I think one day I was like, oh my God, nothing is safe around me. I have to find a place where I feel like I'm going to be safe forever.
So that's really a part of the motivation. You want to get out of the school and get a job.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's part of it.
Yeah, but finding job virtually is tough. So you never get to travel to the job or the state, right? You just have to guess Florida is like an alligator everywhere or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's a tough time. Yeah. What's your college major, by the way?
I did medical illustration and photography. I minored in photography.
What? You have this together? Say it again. Major
I majored in a major, it's illustration, but it's more specifically towards the medical area, more you see the COVID posters and the animation stuff. So that was my major. And my minor is in photography. So
this line of major is more, what would you put it on the school of?
Art design. Yeah,
but your art design is geared toward help medical professional to really help them illustrate.
Yeah, exactly. Anime.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then minor in photography. Whoo, wow. And I look at your profile, that's definitely not tranquility.
No, yeah.
No, this is not. And wow. And what kind of job you have right now with this major in Florida?
Currently, I'm working for a law firm. I'm doing more medical animations. So they get people trying to for their clients are more hiring lawyers to animate surgeries. It's usually when an accident happened and something went wrong. So we're trying to help them kind of tell the jury, okay, this is what happened. So I'm doing a lot of surgeries for these people, trying to help them win the case.
Do we have to go to court?
I think I do, but not often.
Oh, you should go to court. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And who do you talk to mostly? Attorney?
Yeah, attorneys.
Or the clients?
Yeah, doctors, radiologists.
Doctors. Wow. So you talk to them. Wow. Okay. Huh. This is a new major to me. I love it. Rochester, good job. You train people doing that. Yeah. All right. So now your tranquility, I guess, is what's dominating. So But under that, you have many, many passion lined up. So I don't know which one. I'm kind of give you a couple of like, look at your data. It's like everything in the middle of passion scale. That means all squeeze in. Let me count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 16. Angel, you have like 13 out of 16 in the, we call it the treasure box. Like you don't want to be too far out, too far left. You want to be like right in the middle. So you couldn't make up your mind to make any decision. Like, so it's hard. So that's what we call that state is more like a, use the word suppress. Don't get, buzzed by that word, but basically just means you are undecisive. You are not even in the corner. You are kind of hanging in the air. You're like, okay, should I be here? Should I go back to China? Should I go to Northeast? Should I go to West Coast? You know, all that, but you think about it, but I'm glad you finally get a place. Sunny Florida will help, but it won't help you pick out of the 13. Which one would be like important one to really look forward to the season? Let me help you today. How about that? Okay. So, wow, you have so many. I don't even know where to start. By the number. How about this by the number? Let me pull them on now. Okay. Ready. By the number, the next one is 0.7, which is pretty high. It shouldn't be a surprise. It's called curiosity. Are you a curious girl?
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me about it. How curious are you? Asking why all the time?
Yeah, I think I ask why maybe too much sometimes. I think in school it's nice, but with people it's not that nice.
No, it's okay. Asking why, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. I love it. That's pretty high, 0.73. But it's still under tranquility.
Yeah. Yep.
So will this job really give you satisfaction on your curiosity?
I thought so, but no.
Here we go. So you are more like a practitioner, right? Just do the drawing.
Yeah, I was actually I don't think I really like the job. Like I can do really well, but I'm not really into it right now, at least.
So yeah, job is more involved. The opposite side of the do quadrant is like, hey, just give me a medical blah blah. Yeah, right. Then you are out. So it's no time for you to ask why.
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough. If that's majority part, so that's okay. By the number, of course, this one is very good. I can see that, but this one doesn't have to do with your job. It's called exercise. I have to find it. I can't find exercise. No, I have to, no. Here we go. Okay, let me find the exercise now. Now, much better. I can see it. Exercise. Here we go. Your number is pretty high. It's also point. So tell me about exercise. Do you like exercise? What do you do?
I do. I go to gym a lot. And I think also, I mean, from this year, moving away from the last year when I took the PQ test, I feel like I have a high vengeance. So that's why I really want to let it out. I like exercise.
So what do you do? Are you like doing kickboxing like our coach Joyce is doing?
Like boxing? I haven't found a kickboxing
You are
place.
Boxing and
I'm boxing, like dancing.
Okay.
Like just more physical, like just running. I like to run a lot. That's my way of like releasing my energy.
That's good. I think that one is a very good way for you to recover from the tranquility, overcome. I like it. And the next one coming up is beauty, which is pretty high. And here we go. Where are you, beauty? Oh, I can't get beauty out. Why? Beauty, where are you? Give me some time to get beauty out. Yeah, I got it. Your beauty is up there too. So yeah, so that's why you are in the field, right? Yeah. So what do you want to do? I mean, for the beauty, does the job help your beauty at all?
No, I was so disappointed.
No, what's going on here? No.
No, yeah. The job is very technical, and also with law, there's not much freedom with beauty. You can't really play with colors. They have like their own style and they're kind of like their own thing. So I kind of have to do there and follow their style. It's not really beautiful in my mind.
Oops. The more we go down the road, the more I feel we step into the dangerous zone. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Don't worry about it. Okay. We still have a couple other passions. I'll get them out one by one. Don't worry. The next one, well, I wouldn't go. Let me go there. Is your status. So basically that means a brand name, like with associated with a lot to do with, hey, I do this. I give people a job description, my business name. Hey, I'm pretty good, recognized in society, the brand name. Does this job help you there?
No.
No, what?
No.
So okay. All right. So tell me why it's a no.
Like I don't know about status. To me is more like working for like a big company, maybe
I
like
know.
in New York City or
Yeah,
Boston.
right.
But
Exactly.
it's in Orlando and it's like a small firm, so none of
I
that.
love your honesty. Our coach already said, Coach Case, haha, love the honesty. Now we start to like you very much, Angel. So now we already missed 4. All right, let's so like see folks out there. You see how dominant tranquility could be. Like quick decision, go somewhere, get out of the place, and land up to a place like, man, all my other passions are like, woo. Okay, that's okay. We still have 1 or 2 try. Okay.
Okay.
Next one. Next one is social contact. Does this job help your social contact? No.
No.
Hell. Let me get your social
Yeah.
contact out. Let me find it. Just give me 1 minute. I don't know why this guy. Social contact, where are you? Oh, I don't have my social. Here we go. Give me 1 minute to bring the social contact out. Social contact. Dun dun. All right. Call me. Let's go. So does this job satisfy your social contact?
No, like not even a little bit. None.
All right. What the day we have.
Yeah.
All right. So woo. Now I have to pull something out. Let me pull interdependence. That's the next. We are running out of passion. Interdependence basically means a team. Do you work with a team?
No, I work by myself.
No. Help. Okay.
No.
So you work alone, right?
I work alone, yeah.
So interdependence. Maybe the final one. Hope this will help.
Okay.
If it's nothing, then we really have to like, can I be honest moment today? Oh, okay. The final one, which is really the least internal number, is saving. Saving. Where are you saving? I can't find it, but I'll find it for you. Boom, 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 boom. Here. That's on the do quadrant, saving. Does this job say? No. All right, folks, I'm giving up right now today. This is wonderful. So tell me why it's not satisfying your saving. Tell me.
I feel like after rent, I don't really have much left. Like I
You
can't
don't
really
have much left. So what kind of job is that in Florida? Okay.
Yeah.
So Angel, this is, can I be honest moment? You won't be there long.
Mhm.
Do you realize that?
Yeah.
Do you? I mean, seriously, I know this is not a, well, so this time is called Can I Be Honest? So you got my Can I Be Honest moment. I can help you. This one, no, I'm going to help you. It won't last long.
Like you mean the job? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think for the job, I mean, I'm not a US citizen, so I know I can only work for a year. And also, like, I think a part of it, actually, now think about it, a part of it is tranquility.
See, go ahead. Tell
now
everybody.
I think more about
why?
it is
so the driver
I know,
to take the job is like, tell us about Tranquility is making the day, but how does
it's
it?
actually
Yeah. Go
now
ahead.
I think back more because I know it's really hard for like people who are not like US born to get a job. So I feel like I'm already lucky enough to actually get one. And when I before I like sign up for that, I already know I'm not gonna kind of like be super into it. But I think I want to do it because it's like an experience. And it's also something that, it's kind of rare for me to find a job in the States. Usually people just go to grad school or just kind of move on, go into more school. So that's why I'm like, okay, maybe I should take it. And my parents tell me, oh, maybe you should like stay in America. So, but the only way is to get a job. So maybe you should take the job. So I'm like, okay, I think a part of it is definitely tranquility.
Thank you, Angel. To be honest with
Mm-hmm.
everybody, that's why you belong to Passionary community. That's up there honest. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we have to scrap this because it's like, yeah, you could be there now, giving time and sunny Florida and alligator around you. Yeah, wonderful for you to pause and think about post-pandemic, post-tranquility. I have to help you to pick one passion out of this, like this in the deep blue treasure box in the middle. Like they are not fully grown. Like maybe they used to, but not anymore through pandemic. So you can't make decision based on them alone. You end up just go up after tranquility. Now, that's okay. I think it's not bad, even though it's like there's no hit on this. So now, say your tranquility is being managed. How much I can tell you? Cut into half. That means you almost have to be able to face stress 50% time. 50% of your time, say, I will not let the sense of like stress and the need for tranquil place to get into the decision. You have to fight it constantly. All right. So regardless what that is. All right. So I assume you're able to do that, Angel. The way you decorate a room, I can see that.
Yeah.
Right? Because you feel there's a safe place right now, right? Makes sense, just temporarily. I like that. So you have a location. Are you on your own living?
Yeah, I'm on my own. Yep.
Very good. Sunny. So I think the outside environment. So folks out there, if you are Gen Z looking for a place, yes, I have to admit that a lot of parents don't understand this. For Gen Z, a tranquil location is very crucial. They feel safe. They feel on their own. So Angel, you kind of found that out of this job. That's one thing that I think is a positive on the tranquility. All right. So based on this, a couple months, maybe to a year to think, to really regroup a little bit. Let me help you on that. All right. All right. So now we have this many. We have to pick one out of the treasure box. All right. So I have a kind of my take on it. Okay. But today I want to, we have actually Andy from California, Coach Andy, Coach Henry, Coach Joyce. Would you mind I get them on the mic? Let them give you a little bit suggestion what they think could be the passion that going to take over tranquility and could be your next move. You just need one passion, as I say always. You just need one passion to go with now. You are able to make decisions that can impact a season, 5 to 7 years. So I'm looking at your next 5 to 7 years. Regardless, you are here, you're back to China. Forget about the tranquility question. Which one is safer? Which one is, forget about the political, the finance, economic. Let it, put that down right here. Okay. So I want you to think outside the box right now. So, all right, all the coaches up there, which passion you guys would recommend Angel to be the one out of closet? We call it treasure box for this season. Mike, yourself, come on.
I put a comment in the chat there saying that
all right, so that's our Heavenly Father, godly Henry. I'm kidding.
Talking
Go
head.
ahead. Just say that to Angel. This is Coach Henry.
Yeah, I think one of the things you could do would be to find like a photography club and do day trips or weekend trips, photographing beautiful sunrises or sunsets in Florida. find some people you can share a common interest with to help your interdependence, and take some pictures, do some photography to satisfy the beauty passion. That was my suggestion.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you, Angel. To recover from tranquility, always belong to the red quadrant, which forget about job. You need to do something not job related, not next move related. It's you related. It's like beauty. Maybe beauty could be the lead passion of the next season, but the beauty is not able to lead right now. So use that to tee up interdependence, join the club. And that will be social will come in too. Thank you, Coach Henry. That's wonderful. He also loved photography. All right. All right. Next, who going to be on? Andy and Ben. I'll get them. Are you ready? Unmic yourself. Ready.
Sure.
These are the high beauty couple. Are you ready? Angel, this is Coach Andy and Ben from San Diego, sunny San Diego. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Angel. I'm one of Casey's friends. And when I look at your profile, I really see just a potential. I think, as Henry was saying, in your beauty passion, but also your curiosity, and these are both in the entrepreneur quadrant. So I don't know, is there anything that you do right now? I know you were mentioning that you are generally a curious person, but is there something that you do to like kind of activate your learning that is kind of perhaps maybe even combined with beauty in some way? I don't know if you like to look up, like research photography, or you kind of research different things along those lines.
Yeah. Right now, like I kind of take photos of myself, so I really like more like fashion photography, but I couldn't find any good models right now. I'm kind of using myself as like a model and just make myself look beautiful, trying to fulfill my beauty passion. And like painting is also, I do more like abstract painting, so that's also one of the things I'm trying to make the beauty happen.
Yeah, I could see you like potentially, with that beauty, thinking about like, okay, what is an angle that hasn't necessarily been done before? Or like, what is kind of an interesting perspective, like really approaching questions, like, or asking questions about like, what makes it beautiful? And I love, the interest in fashion, because there's so many different areas to explore there, I think. But were you going to add something else?
Yeah, that's cool. Where in Florida do you live again?
Orlando.
You live in Orlando.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was thinking, I don't know if you could do, I was just like picturing you going down in the streets in Miami or something like that and seeing there's like beautiful, like crazy, like things, there's like things you wouldn't have done, like living with your parents so much, but just going out there and like meeting people and um, like dressing up like differently than you normally would, but just like going out
Like
somewhere.
a YouTuber, right? Like going around.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, like
That's what you're trying to do.
yeah, I'm actually trying to do that.
And you
adding
are
on
right
some-
on.
yeah, Andy, that your name. Yes, adding on to Andy's point, like I always, because I know I always have this entrepreneurial like kind of ideology. Adding to your point, I was thinking about doing something that's like a fashion blog, just putting my own intake on like photography and fashion and how to do it for yourself, because we can't always have a photographer with you. And I kind of like figured out from my own like experience, like how to teach people, like, yeah, this is what you can do for yourself, something like a fashion blog, maybe Instagram related, like not an influencer, but like similar. So that's something I want to do outside of work, trying to fulfill this kind of passion, just adding on to your point.
Oh, right on. Andy and Ben. Any other suggestion from that? They are both high beauty coaches, and as a couple, oh man, they want to do painting together. Amazing. So Angel, be careful. High beauty boy come along.
Okay.
Dangerous. All right, dangerous. All right. So Andy and Ben, any other suggestion? I think that's a lovely one. Go ahead.
I would just say kind of along the lines of like really exploring and kind of getting out of the treasure box of the passions. I feel like something that's been difficult for me in practicing beauty or kind of embracing beauty is just a perfectionist spirit. I don't know if you're like this at all, but I know for me, like it's difficult for me to create something unless I feel like it's like absolutely to the highest standard of beauty. And then so oftentimes I'll feel like I shouldn't do it at all. But I would just encourage you to, like, in this next season, try creating things, doing this fashion blog and not evaluating yourself for it. But really allowing yourself to just like embrace and like that curiosity and just trying to do something different.
Wow, that's very powerful. So curiosity, part of it is why, asking why, but part of it is explore what's possible out there. And just out there, not just be a perfect final product, but you can release along the way the journey to find out why. That's what the beauty, the research, and that is. So you got a strong spirit there, and Andy and Ben, right on. All right, so yeah, show us some of your sidewalk Key West. Somebody say go to the Key West and all that. Thank you, Coach Andy and Ben. Well, very good. All right, so we'll get another coach in. This is a beauty bombard. We're going to bombard Angel with beauty. Is that what he's going to do today? All right. Coach Casey, are you ready? Can you turn on your mic? I'm like, yeah, all right. Let's get Casey. Look at her background. You guys are like soul sisters. Here we go. All right. Coach Casey, go ahead. Oh, can't hear you. Angel, do you like her
All
background?
right, can you hear me
I do.
now?
All right, now, yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I was just saying, I'm glad the other coaches went first because they don't know Angel and they highlighted beauty. I've been able to coach her not once, but twice, because I think we did the fishbone, and beauty was definitely the big passion that was highlighted. So everyone else was very on point.
Spot on. Yep.
Yes, and I do want to just highlight Coach K. Angel has an option of maybe doing grad school in like fashion design related stuff next year. Maybe Angel, you can talk more about that. So that's one like beauty related future thing. Just wanted to put that out there.
That's actually a good point.
No, so Angel, I have a feeling beauty is your lead passion for a long time. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just feel embarrassed, because I feel like Chinese culture always tell us girls shouldn't always look pretty, like I just a little bit shame, a little,
Hey, what? No. We have to really come on. Why you feel why? I mean, what's that? What's wrong with what?
I feel like growing up, that's when I was being told like maybe you shouldn't, look a certain way, or I feel like looking like a nerd is like more like popular, more respectful. Unfortunately,
no, you come to the right nation, and no, if you look like a nerd, nobody care about you. That's what I look like when I grow up. But hey, Angel, I think your beauty is genuine. Now, let me tell you, Casey, you coach Angel. You can discover beauty is her genuine. How should I say? Is who she is inside, right? Not outside Angel. It's something inside. Go ahead, Casey.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
the fishbone. We have other tools to help you rediscover who you are inside. I believe on the fishbone, probably you guys see a lot together. Like, wow, this really Angel's high and low point, because maybe the low point is beauty where it really gets you there, but at the same time you bounce back. You still choose beauty-related major in college. You see that? But I can see that influence from your parent and the Chinese culture. Your beauty has to be useful, practical, right? Like,
exactly. That's exactly why.
Who said beauty have to be practical and useful? Beauty,
a job, tranquility.
Yeah. Beauty itself is a passion that's belong to the red quadrant. That means beauty is an idea. So your thinking, your thoughts are beautiful. That's most important. And you are living for that, right? So I really want you to know that. So when you grow older, you'll start to understand what Coach K is talking about. Beauty is not just appearances. It's not never what we see, is what we don't see. So that's why I see some of the modern performers out there, they just wear nothing on stage. They think it's beautiful. No. Beauty is something you don't see. That's your mind to make up that emptiness. That's what make beautiful thing beautiful. It is something like it's definitely connect with your thoughts. So Angel, you are a thinker. There's no doubt about it with your curiosity, right?
Mhm.
Coach Casey, would you think she's a beautiful thinker? Is who she is?
I think so, yeah. I think we talked a lot about like her having ideas of how the world should be and how relationships should be that are very beautiful. And yeah.
Yeah, you see that. So, Angel, I think you should be proud of, not proud, let me use this way. You should not be feel ashamed of like, oh, well, hey, beauty may connect to material stuff in other culture, but in you should come out different. You should live a way differently than that the culture allow or permit you to do. You see that. So do you feel this can help you overcome tranquility? I don't think anything else can help you overcome tranquility except beauty. Make sense? Coach Casey, what you say? I think it's hard for other passion. So you have to overcome tranquility with beauty.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I really enjoy it because I have a lot of photo major friends. I'm always someone who like hates to go on like hiking trips because my tranquility was like, oh, what if I fall? What if like something happens? What if I get hurt? But the few times that I actually went on these trips is when someone asked me to like model or take photos together. I completely just ignored like the tranquility part, like I'm gonna get hurt. I literally just went on. So
you're
like,
going to the
point,
edge of the rock, like be a model. I'm not going to fall. You see that? That's where I really want that to come out strongly, right? Coach Casey, any other tips? I know you guys talk a lot, but before, just so other passionate can hear that, the coaching tips on this. Go ahead.
You mean related to beauty or
related to anything else? Yeah.
Well, so yeah, the hobby thing for beauty for sure. I mean, it definitely is a beautiful environment. Angel's room is very beautiful right now. The other passions I wanted to highlight is expedience, encouraging her to be more out of the box, because I feel that even as you were talking tonight, Angel, a lot of the reasons for not pursuing beauty are because you're like staying in the expectations from culture, family, whatever. And maybe it will also help your tranquility to just have permission to break out of the box, do something really out there, different. Even like in college, Angel's art was very pushing the boundaries, doing things that haven't been done before, touching topics that are not usually covered. So I think that she has that natural kind of expedient spirit. And related to that, I was just wondering, Coach K, do you think her beauty is maybe a passion that should drive her career, or do you think it's something that contributes, but maybe like she could do something like business or something that's not full-time beauty? Because that's a question that I've had tonight, just listening to you guys talk. And she's high status too. So she wants to be in leadership. She wants to be in a big company, name brand, that type of thing.
Yeah. Angel, just look at your PQ dynamic on the right-hand side. You have to, before you age 30, you have to try professionally on the E quadrant. So I don't care, it's going to be career all your life, but for the next 5 to 7 years, the only way you can overcome this cultural tranquility is your beauty. There's no other way. There's no other way. No, I'm serious. So if you can go back to the fashion school, which combine beauty and curiosity, so you have more time to connect and plus experience, outside the box thinking, even though that major may not land you a job, it doesn't matter. You need that now. Okay. Like before 30, you have to live in this red quadrant so that tranquility is going to be beaten down. Like, no, I will not let tranquility, generational tranquility to fall on me. You got to do that. So that's your quadrant. And then you can pick probably integrator or producer to help you, even administrator quadrant. Now you have something to do a very good job technically. Now, forget about whether that major will lead you a job. Don't care about it. Just go for it. Just go for it. No, I'm serious. Otherwise, you will regret when you reach 30. Okay. So that's my recommendation. Now, I see you knocked your head because you look how tranquility control your life. Okay. Now, so you got to get out of that before you could really feel, and then your PQ going to start to come out naturally. So maybe a year from now, the school help you to recover who you are. And then you make a big decision. is beauty going to be a lifelong thing? I really cannot tell now. Number one is yes. But if you can combine beauty and curiosity, go get another degree if you are able to. Since your dad is financially stable, hey, leverage that a little bit. Say, Dad, this is my story. and so that's what I would strongly recommend, to combine curiosity and beauty, get a degree so you have enough time, especially let your daily work beauty related. See, your job now is not beauty related, zip, right? Can I say that?
Yeah.
That will only increase your tranquility, dominance.
Yeah, I also like was hoping to be in an office with people like dressed kind of nice, you know, like that's also like beauty. But I was so disappointed everyone just going with jeans and tank tops.
Florida, oh my goodness! See, you cannot even show them your closet.
Right.
Oh.
Like,
I see. Here we go. So okay. Here we go. So thank you, Coach Casey. Good job. Good job. This is wonderful, wonderful coaching. So, Coach Joyce, are you ready? We'll get somebody who also high beauty. No, okay. She's not coming in. All right. So, Angel, I think let me just get rid of a couple of things now. I don't think saving is important, but I'll get rid of it. Let's focus on your E quadrant. All right. So. I think it's become more and more clear. The status will come, but I don't think so. I think status could come later on, maybe 5 years from now. Okay,
yeah.
let's just give up the status for now. And I would say social. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think you can take care of that. So, but the interdependence. Let me take. I think I want to focus on red quadrant, like where. So I look at one number that will really make and break this is your experience. So I'm really with Coach Casey. So let's talk about that right now. Your number is negative experience. That means you are very traditional in a way. Coach Casey say that I like to see my money hanging in my closet. And so what?
It's just a joke about high beauty people and how they like to buy clothes.
Okay, I hear you.
Sorry, not serious. A little bit off topic. Sorry.
No problem. Hey, so Angel, I mean, I think your number one goal is to beat tranquility from inside, and this is tough because it's almost generational. When I call this, not trying to blame your parent, they've been through a lot. Okay, they provide you a solid ground, but I want you to use that wisely. So don't invest in your own tranquility. You see, money cannot solve the tranquility problem, right? Am I right, Angel?
Yep.
Right. So it's about that idea. You are an E quadrant guy. You are the dream quadrant. So how old are you? 23?
Yeah, 23.
Hey, you have 7 years to 30. So you'd better do it now. I know you have to stand your ground. Your parent probably will like have a heart attack when they hear what you really want to go. But don't worry, they love you. Just love them, respect them. No doubt about that. But these three passions, beauty could be the old leader. I'm thinking this season, I want curiosity to be leader. So go get a degree or something. I'm serious about it. So go there, not just learn skill, but learn why. Why? So that's what Coach Andy touched a little bit, like, hey, what make beauty beauty? And start to hang out with high curiosity professors, faculties, and colleagues. So tell me about that fashion school thing you have in mind.
I actually got into Parsons in New York City. It's known for the fashion and the art and design.
Come here. In my church right now, there's a girl who is in Parsons. So, but you are at grad school, right?
Yeah. I got in, but I chose to take a job. Yeah.
You chose to take a job. You should talk to me. You'll get a can I be honest thing from Coach K. Like, what are you doing? No, it's okay. Florida will help you. All right. Just take your time, relax. But I want you to come back to go to Parsons for grad school, please. That's like no-brainer. This is where your curiosity, beauty together, experience in the city, data is also coming. You see that.
New York
And
City. Yeah.
Parson is, FIT or Parson. So,
Yeah.
and Parson, so what line of Parson? Interior design, fashion design, what is it?
It's more like graphic design, but a little bit more with
2D?
like 3D, yeah.
3D,
More 3D, but like graphic design.
please go, please.
Okay.
You are all set. So Florida is your one glorious vacation. All right, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. You're like, you deserve this after COVID. But hey, don't hang out there too long. Love these guys around you, respect them, make that connection. But in X months, you are going north, back to New England, New York, where you belong. All right? You are a city girl, are you?
Yeah, I am. Yep.
Yeah. But by the way, New York is not beautiful, so be careful, right? So you come here, you have to get out of the city. But you can find beauty in New York if you have a different lens on. But now I like the Highline Park, New York. Do you know?
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I think I went there with Casey. Did we go? I think so.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That's one of the community beauty project, which I think is pretty genius. And I think you go out there. I mean, come back to Parson and no, seriously. And so you already start to set up the clock, like down in Florida, which is job is a glorified vacation.
Yeah, it is.
To really find out, like, hey, I cannot be led by tranquility, otherwise I'll be eaten alive by alligator around me. No, I'm kidding. And sunburn and all that. But go, take easy, and like Coach says, all the coaches go high beauty this year, but come back with higher curiosity. Makes sense to learn. Forget about you can land a job or not. That's not the purpose. You should have a beauty high for next 2, including this year, 3 years. Beauty, curiosity, beauty, curiosity. But the only thing I want to ask you about experience, because you don't sound like a low experience girl to me. The way you take on things, there's no way. Why your experience number is so low? Experience means you are creative. I think you are.
Yeah.
I think you want to really challenge the status quo. You want to just travel. I see that. Why the number is so, it's like minus 0.85, almost -1. That's very like traditional, fit in the box, never challenge anything. Why?
I think because my tranquility is, I think it's safe to just not challenge anything. Yeah.
This experience is probably your most, how should I say, the most, I worry about this because it's like, this really not you. It's really not you. That will limit your creativity. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can feel that. Like, I know that I can be more creative than, just my like regular things are. So, but yeah, I can see that.
So if this one can recover in this year in Florida, in this wonderful tranquil room, I call it like Ivy League, that's like Ivy hanging, Florida sunny room. But I want you to really start to think this way, like, experience is something that, the tranquility will kind of force you to be like, that's okay, but I want you to be creative this year, though. Do you have anything you can be creative?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the photography idea make me really creative. It's different from what I've seen like on TikTok or just on Instagram. Like nobody really use yourself as your own model to kind of figure out why, how to do something like that, like curiosity and beauty. Yeah,
you can mingle this. Just I want you to come up with the angle that nobody ever did it, or that you never did it. I don't care other people. So you like come out something like really outside the box thinking. All right. And just for a couple of months, I think hopefully before you go back to Parson, your experience is shooting back to where it is, because you need that in Parson. Everybody there is experienced people. Okay, so I want you to come back. And then for this season, maybe you pick up on the do. So just in person, but do your work. Right? Make sense? Easy. Forget about status and all this. Forget about people right now. Be that. It's almost like a exploration of your creativity and how can you, and maybe you can make it happen by the technique and training and the lecture and working with project and stuff. Yeah, that's actually end up to be simpler than I thought. So the job that get you nowhere from your passion point of view is crucial. That show you that in your life never be led by tranquility.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
This
I
job
actually
is,
thought
yeah.
I thought actually moving can be a way to break tranquility because I've been in New York State for so long. I'm like, oh, maybe moving can break my tranquility. I mean, I think in some degree it is. I'm out of my comfort zone, kind of by myself without knowing anyone.
Travel experience.
Travel, yeah, but I kind of ignored like the other part, more important parts.
I know. So I'm glad you have the Parson thing. Hopefully, so you have to plan no matter what people say, come back. But yeah, treat this Florida thing mostly it's a life experience. Enjoyed it. Work with people around you. It's a job. So do it as much as you need to and want to. But your leisure time, your like Coach Henry, Coach Andy said, hey, crank up your beauty. But I want to really restore experience. Now, any coach want to say one word or two how to really restore experience? This experience really squeezed through pandemic. Like, I don't travel. I don't challenge a boundary. Any coach want to give Andrew some tips how to really switch sides on tranquility, experience?
Start with a trip to Key West. That is one, that is one of the most high experience places in Florida.
Associate with people there. That's good. Wonderful. Yeah. So Angel, yourself, anything you like wanted to do for a long time, never get the guts or chance to do it?
Travel by myself.
Good. Here we go. So no, I think you are doing good. I think your tranquility is being considered. And once you know, I think you are going to manage it. I think. All right. Cool.
I have something to say now.
All right, Coach Joyce.
I have a question for you first, though, Angel.
Do
you have is there a thought in the back of your head where you're thinking about what your parents have taught you?
More like practical, traditional, like have to get a job, stay in the country, stay in the US, like get married at a certain age, more traditional thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the impression that there's something like there's always like another voice. So like as a practical tip on how to restore the experience, you almost have to stop yourself mentally and be like, I am not my parents, and make a conscious decision to figure out really what experience looks like for you, because it seems like it's one of your lowest passions and it should be one of the highest. So there's something in the back of your head. You have to make that conscious decision every single time it pops up. It's kind of like if people have a rabbit trail of anxiety or negative thoughts, and it's like some people stop it like, no, don't think that, that's the lie. You almost have to do that when it comes to anything related to how you grew up and all of that, because experience should be up there with beauty and curiosity.
Beautiful. That's exactly. You have to almost manage your self-talk. A lot of it come from your parents' talk. So you have to know that's not you. Make sense? We respect them. Don't take me wrong. Parents, they have, because their PQ are unique too. So they got to do what they got to do. But you got to do what you got to do, Angel, because otherwise, look at this one. Yeah, you are lucky to get to sunny Florida. What if you end up in Alaska somewhere, No, I'm serious. And like, you're like, so, or you just make decision, go back to China to be more safe. But I don't know. You see, the tranquility make people make very interesting decision that
Mhm.
you just like, so yeah, so Coach Joyce is giving the tips like that. The tranquility usually lead to like strong self-talk. Be very careful of that. All right. So be
Yeah,
unassuming
I
there.
would recommend you to, if you don't already, I would recommend you to journal out a couple of things. Those main thoughts that are main voices in the back of your head, write those things down, and then
Mhm.
basically make a list, and on the other side write out, like, really genuinely think from an experience standpoint what you would do instead of whatever thought is in the back of your head. It's almost like saying to yourself, I'm no longer going to be bound by tranquility anymore. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it'd be super helpful for you.
Okay.
So you can throw tranquility out the window.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
definitely, like you said before, I definitely have a lot of anxiety, and like I get depressed sometimes because I just kept thinking about these thoughts that doesn't give me tranquility. And I think I also get from my parents as well, like just these anxiety thoughts. I really don't like that because I feel like it sheltered me from doing something that's more expedient and something that's more creative.
Yeah. Because longer term, Angel, you'll be shocked. I have a feeling for the next 5-7 years, if you do it right, your lead passion could be expedience. That means creativity.
Mhm.
No, not your beauty. No, I'm serious. So
Mhm.
that's a lot to bounce back. That means down the road, you'll get a job because of expedience, your creativity, not just beauty, not just curiosity, a degree, but people like your creativity. So that's why it's so crucial. All the parents hear me out. I'm not trying to pamper our younger generation. Thank you, Coach Joyce. I'll make you feel more comfortable. So, Angel, I'll talk to the passionate just on behalf of you. Like almost talk to parents. Like parents, no, trust me, I'm not trying to pamper them. Actually, I'm watching over them what they say. Okay, they're going to do it. But you look at this, Angel could be after Parson to be out there competing for other people. They are not going to compete for beauty or curiosity. A degree in that line of work, they compete for creativity. So by putting this kind of talk on her, increase her tranquility, and the cost is what really make Angel exceptional is not being suppressed to go the opposite way. Then she will lose that age, that authenticity of who she is. So Angel, I think you have high beauty, high curiosity, but the way I look at you is those two is going to help you to be creative, right? You enjoy the creative process, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. And you love travel.
Yeah.
So here we go. So, and then that's business. You talk about you want to start your own business. So that could be, I'm not surprised your dad is a businessman. Is he?
I think he's sort of, but I think his tranquility kind of let him down a little bit. So he's not.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So in a way, parents, please hear me out. I'm saying this is you could see when we just impose our own PQ on our next generation, what's going to happen is what really helped them to stand out gets suppressed. And yeah, this job is a job, but nothing match. So they have to live further under tranquility for another year. And when she comes back, she may not be competitive enough in the school called Parson, which the number one, core competence is creativity. And then the skill, you know what I'm saying? So parents, please hear me out. This is really, this is a wonderful post-pandemic lesson we learned that we will not let tranquility. No, I'm saying we should be careful. We should, if you need to put up certain safety measure, do it. But Angel, you are not, tranquility is never your lead passion, Angel. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Look at her face right now. Yep. Oh, yeah. So, Angel, what do you feel about your good body used to be? Tranquility. Are you able to let that go?
Yeah.
Coach Julie said, you are not your parents' tranquility. That's well said. Hey, you have to let it go. I mean, and seriously, it's something like, it's very important part to be adult. It's this let go process. Like I'm going to walk out of that, not to abandon them, to disrespect them, but I'm doing something to really honor them, because that's how that's why I'm called your daughter. That's why I'm here. I'm Angel. I'm here. I'm dealing with my daily life today. That's what you have to tell yourself. All right.
Mhm.
So, all right. Question for me or us, the coaching team. Oh, you got so many coaches. Wow. You got
Yeah.
like in the
I
Chinese Kung Fu, you got all the masters, like on you. No, I'm kidding. Angel, what question for me?
Yeah, I have a few. Let me just think really quick. Actually, I just had one I written down. It said
Oh.
how to bring beauty to my career. I think we kind of mentioned that a little bit, but I just wonder, like, should I also talk about expedience? Like, I'm wondering if I just should start doing something that makes my beauty kind of evolved in my daily life and just not think about like status, power, just kind of
Yes.
go with it. And
Yes.
then, okay.
Separate beauty from your career right now. Let beauty be beauty because you didn't get to do it.
Mm.
So let the beauty simply be beauty.
Mm-hmm.
You are not going to impress anybody, status. You are not going to do a brand name for yourself, empowering. Oh, forget about it. For this, especially Florida days, let beauty be beauty. Do that for you, just for Angel. Make sense?
Yeah.
Just find that pure beauty, not even Parson, pure beauty. By doing that, you are restoring your experience because you never get permission to do that. Now you get it, at least from Coach K.
Mm. I like that.
And down the road, you shouldn't get permission from anybody to do it because that's who you are. Go do it. And Coach Henry said, go do beautiful thing for the sake of beauty. Go do it. So you have this job, you have this house, apartment, you have this day, you have way to travel, be everywhere, do things, photography, whatever you have in mind. And let beauty be beauty. You have that. When you come up back to Parson, that beauty could translate into creativity. That's, so creativity usually comes from life experience about beauty with no string attached. That's why the beauty can really move people and move clients and become a marketing campaign. It's never just the beauty is going to impress somebody. It will never hit that beauty line of thing. I'm not high beauty, but I work with high beauty clients. I know what they are thinking. The best creative work of beauty it's always coming from their like beautiful beauty only zone. The piece of melody come out. It's not just to give my producer a piece. No, usually come just like just the melody come out that morning. You need that kind of moment, Angel. Yeah, makes sense. Don't relate that to career yet, but Parson will put everything together for you.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
I also want to say
visit me. Oh,
yeah, I want to be back. I actually really miss New York, so.
Yeah, all right, here we go. So
Yeah.
one more question.
Yeah, I also was thinking about I also really enjoy making food. Like I was wondering
How
if
do I
that
miss
relates.
that here? Come on, how do I miss it? No, do I miss your, let me see. Do I miss your eating? I do. Well, it's not that high in the pandemic. So you probably even lose appetite during the pandemic. But go ahead. Eating, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know if it relates to beauty, but I feel like I enjoy more the process of making like nice
Sure.
plates, like very pretty plates, than just like the moment of tasting it. I just enjoy the process of being creative, kind of trying different flavor and trying different like cuisine.
Oh, the more you talk about it, your eating is the social experience. So, lady, let me tell you, you have a long way to go. I think Parson going to be a place you restore your experience.
Mhm.
So, okay. You have a long way from the minus 0.83 to plus 0.83. It's a big flip of size. That will take conscience to, let's So I have to go and challenge your boundary there. All right. Ready for that, huh, Angel?
Mm-hmm.
You can throw food in there, not to eat them, but making them creatively.
Yeah, more
Okay.
to photograph, like documents, make them look pretty. Like that's
Sure.
kind of my
Yeah, do that and post it. Forget how many people, view it. It's for you, Angel, for you to. This is your way come out of COVID completely restored and ready for Parson. Your next move. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that confidence now coming up from your face. I like it. I think in a way, sunny Florida is I call it glorified vacation, but really for you to think. And one big lesson, this guy has to be.
Yeah.
No, you can keep it there from time to time to keep yourself safe. That's okay, but never let this guy dominate your life. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for coming in and share that with us. Angel,
thank
in a
you.
year, hopefully to see you back in New York and stop by 15 minutes train ride. Stop by Princeton and we have
I will.
weekend and stop. Hey, be part of the Passionaire community out there. All right. Thank you, Angel.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Hey, Passionaire, today we have a high beauty girl all the way dark out into a job that nothing hits, nothing aligns. That's but you see, when you're alive, if you allow your life to be dominated by tranquility, I think it's a tough life. I'm not trying to criticize it. And when the society is dominated by tranquility, it just inhibit creativity. It inhibit curiosity, inhibit beauty, inhibit eating or binge eating, either way. So I'm not saying tranquility is not good passion. On the contrary, there's about 5% of people is being led by tranquility, and they have to go through a long suffering life journey to get there. They usually become, we call it a peacemaker, and then eventually they are the movement maker to help people to bring them to a safer place. So they are politicians, they are thought leaders. You can look at around the globe, there are many leaders like that, but that's usually a very tough life. So 85% of people, usually tranquility is just stress and generational and really depend on their circumstance. So, hey, that's a number one. That's a number one thing out of pandemic that really get boosted. So are you part of that crowd, or are you part of the community that get impacted? It will take some time. It's not just one night. I want you to start to think about, just like what Angel goes through today. Like, do you have other passion you can help or group them together so you can really start to manage your tranquility? And second is, like, do you have this self-talk, inner talk that really boosts up your tranquility all the time? Then you have to really journal and write them down and say, hey, this thought is really not mine. It's my mom talking. It's this media talking. It's that leader talking. So you have to say it's not your voice, and you have to really find that authentic voice from inside, like what you are talking inside. So hopefully today, I'm so thrilled to see Angel today. I think in a year when she's back to New York, she's going to be an EA person. And hopefully that will get a wonderful restoration of her passion set. I hope you can do the same thing. I hope you can do the same thing. All right. So all the Passionaire, good to have you. Thank you again, Angel. And thank you, Coach Casey. Wonderful job coaching our younger generation. So if you are with us tonight, thank you. And if you are here, subscribe so you can get notification every week. Introducing somebody. I'm not looking for subscription, but for us, it's not just bill one by one every week. So we are here to serve you. Have a wonderful, wonderful summer evening.